Good morning, student. Today we will discuss next class. It's of apes. Clear? The characteristic feature of apes are the presence of feathers. Clear? Whenever we think about any kind of bird, a picture comes in our mind that feathery organism. Clear? They can fly, but some are flightlet birds. In picture also you can see that there are the different type of birds, and ostrich is a flightless bird, and like many more are there. And some birds you can see on picture, they are the flying birds, means they can fly. Clear? So about apes: feather clad, air breathing, warm blooded, oviparous, bipedal flying vertebrates. Clear? So before it, till reptile we had read that they were cold blooded organism, but about apes are warm blooded. Oviparous means they can lay eggs, okay, or they can show the flying, and air breathing, they show the lung, they are the lung breathers, okay. So limbs are two pairs, limbs are in two pairs, means in this we can see that limbs are in two pairs, these two, and their feathers are also limbs, okay. So the hind limbs generally have scales, are modified for walking. So the walking one limbs are known as hind limbs. What are they? Hind limbs, okay. So they are the hind limbs, okay. And the second one type of means forelimbs. Forelimbs are generally modified into wings. You can see here the forelimbs is modified into wings, okay. So two types of limbs are present, hind limbs as well as forelimbs. Next point related with them: exoskeleton is epidermal and horny. Exoskeleton is epidermal, okay. Exoskeleton, you can see that exoskeleton is only changed into the feathery appearance, okay. So exoskeleton is epidermal and horny. Skin is dry, okay, and devoid of glands except the oil or preen gland at the root of tail, okay. So presence of preen gland is also a characteristic of apes, and this is the most important characteristic about the apes, okay. Skin is dry, without glands, okay, except the oil gland at the base of the tail, and this oil gland is also known as the preen gland, okay. So next point related with them: pectoral muscle of flight are well developed, means these muscles are only helps them at the time of flight, okay. So muscular body, these muscles are very tough and very supportive for the flying mechanism, okay. Next point related with the skull smooth and monocondalic. If you remember in our last class we have read that dicondalic type of skull is present, but in case of apes monocondalic skull is present, okay. And only single occipital condyle is present. Cranium is large and dome like structure having, okay. So this is the another very important point related with them, that they are monocondylic, okay. Next point: vertebral column short. That is also very important point, okay. Center of vertebra heterocellus, or it is saddle shaped. Clear? You have to learn these points. Next point related with them: sternum large, usually with a vertical midventral keel for attachment of large flight muscles. Okay, sternum is large in case of them. What is sternum? A connecting link between throat and head. That is only the sternum. Okay. Now next is ribs, double headed, bicephalous, and bear posteriorly directed uncinate processes, okay. Ribs are double headed, okay, means two heads are present in case of ribs. One of the most important point about them, their endoskeleton is fully ossified, means whole endoskeleton is made up of bones, and long bones are hollow, Okay, so long bones are hollow, that is the characteristic of pneumatic bones are present, or air cavities are present in case of apes. These air cavities are very helpful at the time of flight. Okay, so next point is related with them. Heart is four chambered like mammals. Okay, mammals are also four chambered, and in case of birds also, they are having four chambered heart. Okay, they are not having any sinus venosus, okay, arteriosus, only right aortic arc persist adult. Okay, so if heart is four chambered, but in spite of this also some portion is not as developed as like mammals. Okay, renal portal system vestigial. So renal portal system is vestigial. Blood corpuscles are nucleated. That is also the point you have to remember. Blood corpuscles are nucleated. In case of humans or mammals, RBCs are enucleated. Okay, so birds are first vertebrate to have blood. Body temperature is regular. Okay, homoiothermous means they are homeothermous, means they are not cold blooded, they are warm blooded. They can maintain their body temperature according to environment. Respiration by compact spongy lungs continuous with thin air sacs, means respiration, they show the process of respiration through lungs. Clear? Air sacs connected to lungs supplement respiration. That is the another important point about apes. Okay, larynx without vocal cords, a sound box or syrinx. That is the important point, that birds can produce different sound because of the voice box or sound box. Sound box is present, that is also known as the syrinx. Okay, so because of this only they can produce the sound. Which lie where this place is, in which area larynx and vocal cords are present, that is they are lies at near the junction of trachea and bronchi. Okay, kidneys are metanephric and three lobed. So how many lobes are present in case of apes? Kidneys metanephric and three lobes are present in case of them. As I told you, fertilization is internal, sexes are separate, means male and female are separate. They are oviparous, means they generally lay eggs, and development is direct, means no larval stage is present. Okay, so directly from the eggs young ones comes out. So the example of apes are columba. Columba means pigeon. The scientific name of pigeon is columba. Okay, so struthio ostrich, or pavo peacock, they are the neophron vulture. They are the few names of few scientific names of birds. Okay, so I hope that much is clear. If you have any question regarding apes, you can send me your question. Thank you, children.